Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Metaphor. Now, we're back in the runner on the next day, ready to head into the next trial. As for the grinding that I did in the second tower, well, there was none, because it turns out that for whatever reason, almost none of the enemies respawn, or at least none of the worthwhile ones. 3 of the floors remain entirely empty, whereas with the the first tower that we did, literally every single enemy respawned, including that human. Yeah, on the second tower, the human didn't respawn, the mimic didn't respawn, and some other enemies on, yeah, that single large bird creature on one floor also didn't respawn. So, yeah, completely useless for grinding purposes. And I wonder if that's just an oversight, because the tower, obviously the towers all have 2 separate sets of enemies, right? And they just forgot to set it properly for the second one during that trial quest. Because why would that one be completely different, right? It wouldn't have been a particularly great grinding opportunity anyway. Compared to the final tower, but, well, the one that we ended up doing first, which I assume maybe was intended as the final one. Anyway, yeah, strange, but I suppose I didn't really need to spend more time there, I just would have. But, no, I didn't. Anyway, we're back here. As I said, on the next day, I already switched the weather around, and I also did some shopping, but we're gonna take a look at the details of that some other time. Right. For now,
time for the old girl to shine.
We head to the final tower. Unless I'm forgetting something I should be doing? No, we want to get this out of the way, of course.
And right there's a labyrinth.
Go to the Forsaken Tower. Are we finally upon the last tower? I sure hope so. Question is, will another dragon grace us with its presence? Answer is, yeah, obviously. And what kind of dragon would it be? We'd better make sure we're amply prepared. I'd say we are. On the bright side, we can fly there. Cruising the skies will be delightful.
It's your call.
Yes.
Great.
What to pick?
What to pick? Well, first,
all right.
Let's go to the bathroom.
Right. Well,
Nothing there. Let's grab our 100 XP. Waste not, want not. Might as well grab the free food. And then, of course, we're also gonna harvest.
Yeah.
Yay!
Whoa.
Whoa! Well, it's 3 roots. Just not terrible, I guess.
Hey.
I'm gonna plant more. Even though I don't know that we're gonna have a chance to harvest. Actually, I'm not sure. I've done this so few times that I'm not entirely sure if you have to be traveling to even harvest something. I mean, you wouldn't think so? So, in theory, we might be able to just go, you know, pick up the roots we plant today, tomorrow, even if we're not traveling anywhere.
The party
If not,
descends
you know,
upon the Forsaken
hardly
Tower.
matters.
Is the decision to pursue the god.
Yes, yes. Still being foolish. As we always are.
hey,
You know, I've been thinking. Really? That's rare. No, sorry, that was mean. If we can fly around in our runner, why didn't we just land on the damn top of this tower?
You got it.
Come now, love. Remember that there's a dragon waiting up there. Wouldn't want it destroying the runner and stranding us in this godforsaken tower, Besides, I doubt that the strange fairy that seems to reside within these towers would appreciate such half-measures. It'd be unwise to risk forfeiting our reward now.
Wow.
Yeah, true. A wise conclusion indeed. Speak of the devil. Welcome, ye aspirants, O courageous hatchlings, who are ever so close to cracking the shell of thy potential. This is the Forsaken Tower and the final trial of the dragon. Long have I awaited this day, since the crown was first born in truth.
Now then.
So let's get this show on the road, shall we? The final trial is thus. You make it to the top, then the gateway to the forbidden power will open today, and then it's yours to claim.
Do not make me
If thou
wait.
doth not possess the soul of a hero, conquer thy shortcomings and ascend this lofty tower. If thou doth truly possess the... What did I read? Okay, this is boding well, of course.
Now then.
Finally.
Hey,
Are we ready? Of course.
Yeah.
Are you? I should have asked that. Of course we are. Great.
It's
Come
all
on.
right.
Caution is warranted, yes, but 'tis not our first time engaging a dragon. Regain your confidence and ground yourself within it. Yep, and let's not forget the reward we were promised. Fat chance I wouldn't remember that.
but
The dragon waiting for us at the apex of the tower will undoubtedly be real big and real powerful. If we're going, let's be sure we're ready. Well, we always are. Again, no Katharina here. Ah well. I guess we didn't need her last time. You know what, let's quickly
Now,
hop
where
in
was
here
I?
and do 2 things. So I've been... I don't know if I...
Ah.
Well, I
how
suppose
good
I...
of you to come.
Yeah, no, one of these last couple of episodes I actually did check the experiments here and showed that not a whole lot was missing. After the tower last time, I guess we must have gotten a couple of masks, enough to get all the regular ones. So we've made every single one of the normal ones, and we're only missing 2 of the Royal Mask Dancer ones. I was able to make the Mercy Mask. We're still missing 1 Sun Mask for the Mind Mask, and then all 3 of the Fortune, Star, and Judgment masks for the Dancer's Mask, and those are going to be the last ones. Now, as it turns out, not only do these drop from enemies, although it's surprisingly hard to find exact info on this, I suppose because all of these drop from a variety of different enemies at different points in the game, so it would be a pretty long, convoluted list, and no one has really felt like assembling it. I mean, fair enough. But it turns out that there is a merchant that sells these, but not all at once, a different set each day, and unfortunately I'd already checked today, and none of the ones that we need are on sale today. But one is going to be on sale the day after this, and then actually 2 separate ones, 2 different ones, on the day after that. But you can only, as far as I know, buy 1 mask per day. So we're going to be 1 short, but the rest of them, the ones that we need, should be available in the final dungeon. So we will be able to make all the masks in the end, for what it's worth. Just for, you know, my own peace of mind. And we were missing just 1 Talisman of the Thumb and 1 Talisman of the Divine each for these 2 final vessels. And so I went ahead and bought those, because there is also a merchant for those. And it's a trophy hunter on Virga Island, and these all cost 100,000 each, but I mean, we're absolutely drowning in money, so I just went ahead and bought the 2 that we were missing. So we can just get those out of the way. Obsidian Bone Vessel for summoning the Duskbone Knight. Okay, just a pretty boring standard undead. And the Gravelord Vessel for summoning Undead King. Okay, that's that type of enemy, I see. And now we got them all. I was wondering if there would be an achievement for it or something, or some mention from more, but no, nothing of the sort. So there might similarly be no particular purpose to, you know, no particular reason to go for all the masks, but I'm still gonna do it because we're that close anyway. Let's snap back to reality. And get climbing. Might as well save here. Not that we're gonna back out of this at this point.
okay then.
Okay then. Okay, we got more undead. We got... Oh. Didn't quite recognize what I was even looking at. Just these guys. Okay. We do get some masks here. Hangman is not what we need, is it? I cannot for the life of me remember. Justice... No idea. I think Fortune and Star. Yeah, Star, definitely. Maybe not Fortune, though. I might be mixing that up with something else. Sun we need, but apparently that one's kind of hard to come by, except that it is available in the final dungeon, from what I read, so we should be good there. Okay, this is just a tower full of these stupid hollowed pots. And we do have another mimic, which gave us a jewel root. How nice of it, but after what was going on in the second tower, I'm kind of doubting that these will respawn. Or this one. Hanged Man. Justice. There's so many of these. I don't think any of those are what we are looking for. Well, we'll double check one more time after we're done here. If anything changed. We acquired any of the ones that we needed. Strength. Yeah, strength was definitely not one of them. Oh, no pots here. Okay. Ouch. Tower. Nope. Also not one of them. No spawning crystal here. We do have a human. Oh wow! Instantly,
Let's go.
instantly got it there. Well, you can do this. 3 hits. All right. That was not great damage, though, was it? That should, as usual, take out the skeletons at least. Okay. No one-hit kill. Yeah, just heavy damage, medium. But it is affected by wait. I mean, it's already weak to it. It's also affected by a debuff, isn't it? Let's go with the heaviest damage we can, though. Just still surprisingly not that heavy. You... Well... This might kill? I'm not sure if it will. Yeah, okay. That was less damage than I was hoping for, but enough.
Check me out.
Okay.
Yeah, that feels nice.
Congrats, more strength for you. And just like that, we're at the top. Alright. As expected, of course, the tower itself posed no challenge. Skill, Juno. Just do that. Equip. Huh? Right. Prince. Yes, except... Well, okay, it equips from the crown, which I'm okay with. But of course we want to manually make sure we use the proper weapon here. Everything else should be fine. I mean, of course, as usual, we don't know beforehand, but we will know soon. We're just gonna save here.
Yep.
Meow. Let's do it. I'm sensing an incredible aura. It's enough to give me goosebumps. You want to keep going? Yes. What type of dragon are we looking at here? Just a pretty standard looking dragon. No clearly discernible element. We've seen a dragon before in the tunnels, but this one is certainly bigger. Much, much bigger.
Sam!
What tunnels are you talking about? We've seen a couple at this point. Damn, we never seem to get the easy ones, do we?
Ahem.
Listen, I'm not trying to give you all a hard time, but
Hark, ye band of heroic posers.
since time immemorial, the three dragons have devoted the whole of their being to rejuvenating the land. Each has played a unique role in the renewal. For countless lifetimes, the Guardians have withstood many an onslaught, brutal ravagings of civilizations, all-consuming heat, and pestilence born of poisons. Also that they may fulfill the last of their duties on this day, to stand before you as the embodiment of this trial.
Hey!
This all got a point? Ah, forget it. We just take down this one just like we did the others, yeah? That's what you want us to do. That's what you want us to do too, right, little lady?
I expected worse.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Wish it could be that simple. And yet thou must pay attention to thy foundations. Those who call forth power without reason will never become heroes. Not that I've got to remind you guys. And honestly, I was thinking, and I guess I kind of was thinking that last time as well, on the second trial, where Agrica specifically referred to it as the second trial, right? So either they have different dialogue, or it actually doesn't matter what order you tackle the towers in, and you're always going to face the same dragon at the end at the very least. I mean, the enemies on the way up were definitely, I would say, easier on the second and third towers, so maybe that's unchanged. I suppose the layouts of the towers themselves, the actual floor layouts, would not change, so that would make sense. But yeah, maybe just the Agrica encounter at the entrance, and then of course the encounter at the top of each tower is just gonna happen in a fixed order, no matter what tower you're currently in. That would make sense, I guess. In which case, you know, that would mean that we were always going to encounter the damage-reflecting dragon first, which is rough as the first one, I would say. I mean, the second one was also mean, don't get me wrong, but I feel like getting just one person to be immune, which is enough to get, you know, to resurrect everyone else, of course, is way easier than dealing with a dragon that can only be damaged by extremely specific things, right? I mean, that could very easily turn the fight into a slog. And it was a little bit, but I mean, we had 3 people who were able to deal pretty good damage consistently, so that way it wasn't that bad. But without that, yeah, that could have sucked. Whereas the one that, you know, where the only problem is that it can easily kill you, you know, but there is a pretty easy way to deal with that. I feel like that's way better to deal with. Way less annoying to deal with. Lo, the conclusion draws near. Anyway, we'll see how bad this one is. Maybe it's going to be worthy of the final trial. Sally forth and let the trial of the dragon stand bested.
Take care of it, please.
Looks like the last dance. Let's get started. Leave it to me. I'm counting on you. Yeah. Yeah, that's my line.
Get ready.
Brace yourselves,
I'm
everyone.
heading out.
Here we go.
It's even more threatening up close.
Right. Devourer of Nations.
We have to fight.
Well, of course, as usual, we don't know anything about it. I mean, I can already guess what its item is going to be, but, you know, let's get it anyway, I guess. Sure, we might as well just start with this. Main Fleet Days, I mean, obviously that's not going to work, or Frostbite. Most resistances. We could just go with that. I mean, this is always going to deal its full damage. And honestly, what more do we need? It's just 1,000 damage though, so it's not that great. Okay. We'll go with attack power for everyone. Gonna go with decreasing the enemy's hit chance. I mean, or just go straight for the defense. Let's... I mean, both are useful. Would be nice to have both, in fact. If it could actually miss us, though, that would be super nice. So let's go with that. I don't know. I think I'm not going to go with Heroes Proving because we're going to buff the party anyway. Plus, we're likely getting either our buffs removed or debuffed. So I think we're just going with Royal Slash. For 3000 damage, I mean, yeah. That's without the dragon's defense even being debuffed. It does seem like it's tankier than the others, though, isn't it? Doesn't it? That seems like a lot. Seems like a lot of damage. Extreme. I suppose we can try other damage types. Although that is a bit of a risk. Okay. Oh yeah, we've tried Dark already as well. Okay. So those all work. I mean, again, it doesn't look like it would have any clear elemental affinities. We haven't tried any physical attacks yet, for what it's worth. Yeah, let's go with defense. And I'm actually going to leave you in the back row. Just so we take minimal damage here. Just go for the debuff. Okay, yep. Boosts its attack and resets all of our buffs. It's annoying. Not a big surprise. Gives itself a ton of attacks. Okay. Nice miss. Oh man, this one would be amazing with if Heismay was already in his final form with, you know, max rank Royal Thief. I guess we're just gonna have you keep doing that. Wait a second, what? Oh, are we debuffed? Wait, no we're not. The dragon's defense isn't buffed, so... Oh, we were in the back row. Stupid UI not indicating that we're in the back row. Once again, screwed me over. Okay, it's fine. I guess we're just gonna go with this then, which is way cheaper. Not that it matters, really. Huh? Oh, she was paralyzed. That's a thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, our buffs are just all gone. I suppose we can fix that. Kinda wish we could do that earlier in the fight, but at least Iceman is gonna benefit from it. We're gonna start lowering the enemy's defense now. Just basically gonna alternate between lowering its agility and defense. In the front row now, Royal Slash for 3600, that's more like it. Okay, I'll reset again. Shriek. Which one is that? Okay, that's the one that gives it 6 turns. Okay, nice. Oh, too bad multiple misses and blocks in a round don't take away multiple... Oh, look at that, it repelled? Wait, did it damage itself? I didn't... Oh, and that took away all of its remaining turns. Interesting. Is repel just... Does repel just do that? Okay, I'm gonna put you in the back row here. Well, you're gonna just be put back in the front row, I think, but... Okay, I think we're just going to wreck this guy now. Really? Now we're gonna have to go with this. Do another Royal Slash. I'm gonna put you in the back row now, and actually, just to play this super safe, because we're not gonna kill it now anyway, but you're just gonna heal everybody. The dragon might now pull some other trick, like the second one did, but maybe this is all it does. Maybe its whole gimmick is just that it does a lot of things. Thankfully, none of them are particularly bad for us. Wow. I'm absolutely trembling in my boots here, Dragon Buddy. I'll even go for another strength buff. I suppose it wouldn't hurt, but also trying to go for this for the crit. Let's do it. Oh, well, it was not really worth it. Whoops. That's fine. Why was that so bad? I mean, yeah, it didn't crit, but it should still have been more damage than that, I thought. Okay, that's only 2900. Yeah, I guess we should have gone for the strength buff instead. In hindsight, but, you know, it's fine. Some deity. Are we gonna kill him here? Heismai's turn gonna come up next. No, it's actually yours. Wait. But, I mean... Do we go for the Vocal Blade? Extreme damage? We are buffed now. No, we're not. Still not buffed, but he's debuffed more. This should kill. Surely this is going to be enough damage. 800. I mean, that must have been close, but... Good job, Stroll. Really starting to think that I should maybe swap his... You know, swap him out for Basilio in the end. Surely Basilio must be able to dish out a bit more damage than that. I mean, I thought that Stroll was able to deal some pretty significant damage in the past, but... He definitely seemed a bit lackluster here.
How's that?
Okay, nice. We're level 74. Yufa's... No, not Yufa. Juna's 69.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. 60 luck, for what it's worth.
I feel stronger
Magic for you.
already.
Oh, that was... I don't know, was that the easiest? I suppose so, yeah. Honestly. I mean, it may seem a bit intimidating on paper, you know, with the dragon giving itself 6 extra turns each turn, 6 extra actions, but if it doesn't do anything particularly scary with any of them, you know, it's not really a big deal. Plus, yeah, it ended up missing enough of its attacks that it barely got any extra turns in the end. But even when it did, you know, the damage was obviously pretty pathetic. So, yeah, this was, in fact, I would say the easiest of the 3. I mean, it didn't have any specific gimmick limiting how I could damage it. It might not even have had any resistances, none that I found anyway. And it certainly didn't have a one-shot kill move like the second one. So, yeah, just a pretty standard tanky-ish boss fight. Again, if we had been more appropriately leveled, obviously it would have been worse, but yeah, compared to the other 2, for which we were also already over-leveled, this one was definitely the easiest. By my count, that's 3 dragons down, so that should be the last of them, unless there is a 4th super dragon, which absolutely could be the case.
Incredible!
At long last, the trial of the dragon stands conquered. Thou hast truly demonstrated the qualities of a hero, a splendid accomplishment. I shall confer upon thee proof of thine achievement. Heavy armor. Cardinal dragon armor.
You may accept my
Born from the
charity.
corpus of the beast subdued, I bestow upon thee the dragon's raiment. May it serve thee well.
All right.
We actually did. We finally conquered all 3 towers.
Ahem.
Remember what you asked me earlier? If the forbidden power was really just a bunch of armor? Well, now you get your answer. Not only are you gonna look badass in the outfit, but let's just say that now you can touch the forbidden.
Hark, ye band of
If you be not
heroic
only powerful but
posers.
heroes verily, then that which is forbidden shall be passed down to you. Whoa, what?
What the?
Did you feel that just now? Was that magic? No. Rather, it was the feeling of magic disappearing. It was not so different from when the protection of the royal magic fell away. Huh? Indeed. The 3 towers serve a dual purpose. Beyond mere testing grounds, the pillars serve to uphold a barrier. With the 3 dragons felled and their magla loosed, the ancient barrier is likewise released.
Wait.
So you mean to tell us that these 3 towers we climbed up were all part of one big seal? Journey to the center of the land, bound by the 3 pillars, and claim the spoils of thy conquest. So the forbidden power slumbers there. There were 3 towers. One in a forest north of Alderbury, one on an island at the end of the inland sea, and one in the western forest, yes. So, the perfect center is just about... It should be somewhere south of the capital, right?
So?
Center of those 3 points would be... Well, okay, I mean, between these... Oh, could it be the Dragon Temple? Wait. The Grand Cathedral... I don't know. If it's the exact center between those 3 points, I mean, obviously the southernmost one is quite southern, but the other 2 are not that far north. They're kind of like along the line, like horizontally cutting the continent in half, I would say, just about. So really, it might be the Dragon Temple.
If so.
Yes.
It would seem that place does indeed sit at the center of all 3 towers, okay. The Dragon Temple contains the ruins... I mean, it also makes perfect sense, of course, Dragon Temple, duh. Yeah, The Dragon Temple contains the ruins of a city from the ancient world. Even I am unfamiliar with all of its mysteries. I await the time when I may speak with words unveiled at the site of the final trial. So there was a final trial. Trial of the Dragon Mad Mischief. Quest clear. But,
Sure
quest start. Okay, still the same difficulty. Which is to say, it's still higher difficulty rating than the final boss. But I don't know how seriously to take that necessarily. I should return to the Dragon Temple. According to Agrica, a seal should have broken by conquering the 3 towers. Did we... was there something in there that we couldn't do? Something... Some sealed door of some sort? I mean, maybe. It's been so long. I don't remember anything like that. But there absolutely could be. Okay, well. Yeah. That's what I thought. Obviously, Grand Threat is north of both of the northern towers.
Oh,
so.
the anticipation.
Interesting. Now you gotta, and I mean gotta, promise me you'll show up for this one, okay? If she wants us there so badly, you'd think she'd just tell us where to go. Well, Dragon Temple, didn't you listen? I think she must have been lonely, having to wait by herself for so long. It doesn't seem like she's talked to anyone else for a pretty long time. Fairies are timeless beings. She might not even been joking. She might not have been joking about having lived since the kingdom began. I mean, I didn't assume that she was joking. Did anyone else?
But
The kingdom of Uchronia is currently in its 785th year. She's a living witness to such a time? I find that hard to believe, but we've already come this far. Might as well go and meet her. Besides, we still haven't found the Forbidden Tower yet. Yeah, we didn't trounce the 3 dragons to call it quits here. We've got to see it to the end.
wonderful.
You've done well to make it this far. The time is near at hand when you shall overcome this trial and prove yourselves as heroes.
Thou must not
Now
fear.
go forth and fear not, O fate-saddled child. Excuse me, saddled? What? The voice is gone.
I want to say...
Please, let us make haste to the island. My thoughts turn to Edria, and what may have happened there following the release of the barrier.
All good.
Oh, absolutely. Let's...
No.
Oh, this one took even less time. I mean, I guess we could.
Really?
We could at least start the final trial. Maybe it's not going to be a full-on dungeon. I mean, I have absolutely no idea at this point what to expect. It's probably going to be another boss fight. But we did handle the previous ones, you know, pretty confidently, I would say. You're all pretty tired. Yeah. I mean, I just want to see at this point if there would theoretically be a chance. What's going on with you guys? Oh, you're still debuffed. Out of combat. Wait, did I realize that debuffs persisted out of combat like that? I don't think I did. Definitely never seen party members with debuff effects like that, or it's been so long that I completely forgot about it. Wow. Poor guys. Anyway, just checking here. I
I've
don't
been
think we
waiting.
got any of the things we needed, but... yeah, definitely not that, and neither of those. Alright. Fair enough.
Oh,
Okay, see, there are only 3 enemies there. There were a lot more than that, weren't there? It's hard to say. At least none of the floors are completely empty, so it seems like more enemies will have returned here than there did on that on the second tower. Equip. Nope. Well, actually, we might need to. Can we use spells? Apparently not. To remove those debuffs. Let's see here. Frostbite. And burn. Okay, easy enough to do. Oh, yeah, okay, so I guess it really must have been an oversight for the human not to respawn. This
Excellent.
particular type of human.
We shall fight well.
Not to respawn in the second dungeon. Interesting. Well, in that case, I mean, I'm still not gonna spend any more time grinding here, but I might just fight my way down to the bottom. And I guess then we're gonna exit, because we're still gonna have to wrap up this day, of course. So yeah, definitely glad that I ended up with just a little bit of wiggle room. Hopefully, I mean, the final trial should just be that, right? The final trial. So hopefully having just one extra day should be enough. And then we have one more day for the arena, which might not be enough to finish that, to finish everything that there is to do there. I don't know. There might be more than one rank to clear. If so, that's unfortunate, but at least we will, you know, end up having done almost everything. That's pretty good. But we'll see. Maybe we'll even be able to do that on the final day. That will be pretty amazing. But yeah, I'm gonna just pause recording here and see you in a moment. Okay, we're back at the tavern. I made my way down the tower without any incidents, of course. However, well, okay. First things first. Let's go through this dialogue here. You remember what that fairy said when the dragon went down? Can't help but wonder if things only get worse from here. The more I think about it, the more right you are. If the pattern holds true, we'd better be ready for something big. I mean, if the pattern holds true, then the final dragon should be the easiest, but not counting on that, unfortunately. What if it combines everything the other dragons did? That would suck tremendously. Oh god, that would be awful. Surely it's not gonna be that. No, surely not. We've always lived not knowing what dangers await us around the corner. So I'm simply eager to see what challenges we'll overcome next.
Let's do our best.
Let us depart for the Dragon Temple in Edria. We will undoubtedly learn more there. Well, that is for certain. Yeah.
chap?
Gotta do something about that palace up there in the 4 days we've got left. 3 days, you mean. But if we go as we are now, that'd be like handing the throne right to Louise. Then what happens to this country?
We've got to hurry.
We haven't much time until the day of the hero, but with our improved powers, I'm confident in our ability. I, for one, am beat. I just want to scarf this down and get me beauty sleep. I'd say we earned our rest today. Sure did. Okay, so what I did is just spent the
day of the hero
leaves of light that I had,
which shall see the crowning of a new king.
To unlock a few more archetypes. Well, to level up the Magic Knight, and we also had accumulated a good number of a good amount of Magla. So I spent that, or of Mag, and I spent that on to unlock a few more archetypes for the prince. And lo and behold, God, we're almost out of time. Why would you say that? We got another reward, which was not just more XP items, but it was actually another piece of equipment and a weapon at that, a Fortune Abacus with 500 attack power, by far the highest we have. Of course, it is also quite possibly the least useful type of weapon, because, I mean, when are you ever gonna use a merchant type for combat, really? It eliminates the cost of money skills, which is, I mean, good, I guess. But yeah, that, however, makes me wonder if after a certain point... I mean, obviously we see Archetype Mastery, right? So we're at 90% for Atantuo, and, well, 50-ish for everyone else. Well, 40 to 50. So I wonder if the overall number of archetypes unlocked, the overall mastery level, as it increases, gives us more and more rewards. And toward the end of it, I mean, I suppose we're now at, you know, like 50-something%. Maybe we've just hit 50% overall if you know, take the average of everyone. It should be a bit over 50, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe starting at about 50% overall archetype mastery between the entire party, you start getting other rewards. The first one was the crown, and then the next one, the abacus weapon, and as we keep going and unlocking more archetypes for everybody, maybe we just keep getting better and better weapons of similar power level. That would be amazing, of course. But also actually giving everyone every single archetype, let alone mastering all of them, that is a whole other... that's on a whole other level of dedication, and I'm not sure that I'm quite ready for that. But I'm gonna keep going as far as I can reasonably do so, you know, as far as I can reasonably can, and see how much more and what else we can get. And almost, well, not almost every other type of weapon, but there are a bunch of other types of weapon that would be useful to us if we could get them. I'm assuming that the very best ones, like the very best weapon for the main character, is probably going to be the last one that you get, if I had to guess. But, I mean, could we maybe get a crozier type of weapon for Yufa? Which, I mean, that would be nice. She hasn't had a proper upgrade in quite some time. Or, yeah, a nice katana for Heismei. Similarly, we haven't seen a really good one. But also, that's probably likely to be one of the later rewards, if I had to guess. But who knows? I mean, it makes me... I don't know, it makes it seem more worthwhile to, you know, put in all that extra effort to get all those archetypes.
Left, isn't it?
Right. Oh yeah, we want to check the shops. Well, shop, singular, which should now, on this day, have something useful for us, if I can remember which one it actually is. I know Sun and Star and Judgment. Okay, I mean, that's 3 of them.
The world belongs to Lord Louis.
Whoa!
Fortune, Strength, Hangman, Death, and Temperance. Wasn't it Fortune? I mean,
Can we talk?
it was definitely not one of the others. Hold on.
Whoa!
I could look it up, but I mean, it's definitely not one of these. I think it might be Fortune.
Can we talk?
I'm off.
So we'll just get that, because money is obviously of absolutely no concern. Now then, we still have one quest left. The Troy of the Dragon Essence of Power. In the Dragon Temple. Okay. I was briefly worried that it would take more than one day to travel there. That would be super mean, but no. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just go, and I have absolutely no idea what to expect from that. Except, yeah, I mean, probably another dragon.
All right.
I didn't check the weather, but I guess we'll see if it's gonna be bad.
Right.
In which case we're
Got
gonna
it.
do something about it, and if not, then we'll be fine. There's the XP. I'm not even gonna go after the items, but I want to see if we can harvest. Oh yeah, okay. So you can just freely do that. That's nice. Oh, we got to 19. You know what? Let's...
New skills, new possibilities.
max that out. 3 endurance. Might come in handy, actually. And with that, we unlock 2 more archetypes.
I said that.
All
Might
right.
as well go ahead and learn those real quick. And with that, our Magla's already almost gone. Oh my god, yeah, we're gonna need so much Magla if I... or Mag, if I actually want to learn all the archetypes
see.
on everybody.
I found new power. I said that.
All right.
really. Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Right. Okay, at least we have those available now. As for what I would max out next, probably the Pugilist. I mean, it's one of the two that we need to learn to even unlock one of the remaining ones that we don't have access to. Plus, yeah, the Berserker is going to give us strength, which we don't need. Pugilist is going to give us HP, which obviously would come in handy, so yeah, we'd focus on that first. But for now, we're completely out of XP items. We might not really get a whole lot more of those either.
Now then, what should we do?
What should we do?
The clock's ticking.
Mission deadline is approaching. Yeah, you keep reminding me.
So,
Okay, weather is fine. The seal's been broken. What on earth awaits us here? Only one way to find out. Can't say I'm not afraid, but together we'll find a way through. As we always have.
no trouble.
Seriously, we need to be perfectly prepared for this. Really take the time to think it through.
It's your call.
You're not going to be any
That's cutting it
more
close.
prepared, I think.
So we bring the fight to them.
And is it going to turn out that Agrica is, in
What
fact,
to pick?
the final dragon who changes shape? I mean, we're not aware of dragons in this universe. Also, you know, being able to walk among mortals, I guess, in their own mortal forms. But they might do that. Wait, what are we doing? We're traveling. Right, of course we're gonna just plant a final batch of roots, because we can definitely use every last one, it turns out.
Hey! So,
Altar of the Dragon God Et. The Dragon Temple is an enigmatic place, harboring traces of a history we can never fully know. Though the terrifying roars of the dragon possessed by a human have quieted, pestilent magma emanating from deep within the temple remains. The Gauntlet Runner slides once more against the lonely island's shores.
His feeling. I sense something.
actually,
My brother. Oh, right. We did mean to check in with the islanders, just to make sure that they were all right after the seal was broken. But well, we're gonna deal with whatever problems there might be anyway at the source as usual. So it'll be fine. My brother,
Hey,
Yufa, and your cohort is with you. I see. You came here for a bit of our own business, but you've got a look about you that says something's just happened. I feel it too. Is something going on at the temple?
yes.
Yes, a strong presence of Magla is coming from the Dragon Temple, stronger than any I've sensed before. Even the presence of Dragon God Ed would pale in comparison. The people are growing anxious. There have been talks about whether or not to send soldiers to the temple.
That's...
We may have something to do with that. Seems an explanation is in order. Well, also we're here to fix the problem, so...
I see.
The trial of the dragon. So a seal has been broken and something was unleashed within the temple? So said our fairy guide. Any clues on that? A fairy.
If that's the case...
Per our legend, in the distant past, our ancestor was guided by a fairy to receive the lands from the dragon god. But I haven't seen a fairy on the island in a great many years. All this time I'd assumed it was a metaphor.
you don't say.
A metaphor ReFantazio? That fairy, could it be? Whatever the case, this newly arrived presence hardly seems friendly.
Certainly so.
We were told this would be the final trial after all. A dragon or perhaps something even more fearsome surely awaits us.
Right then.
Let him come. We went to the trouble of breaking that seal. Be a shame if we didn't get to see what was behind it, eh? You sure
Right.
would. Gotta see our duty fulfilled, right? Damn right, that's the spirit.
Actually,
Brother, might you leave resolving this incident to us?
Thanks.
Understood. You're our island's savior, so it's neither within reason nor my authority to stop you. Huh. It's only been a short while, but you've become so much more reliable, sister.
Is that all right?
Atatuo, if the trial were to ask you... what would be required to guide a hero, how would you respond? Realistically, you're fighting Luis for the throne. Thus, allow me to pose the question. What qualities are desired in a king? The will to believe in the future. The resolution to save anyone. No, the future is what's important, I guess.
That's...
I believe it's the will to see the future realized, no matter the challenges.
I see.
No matter the cost, the challenges. I see, and yet people are forgetful creatures. Should something take too long to achieve, many would dismiss it as fantasy. A ruler must have the strength to hold fast to a faraway future, despite the present. Simple as it sounds, it is wholly necessary.
Be careful.
With that, I shall return to the island, my worries assuaged. I shall pray for your success in the trial.
I'm quite grateful.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
We've got to make sure we're ready. Let's take extra care with our preparations this time. We always take extra care. Memorandum. Haven't got one of those in a while. The truth of dragons. Dragons are colossal weapons born from the transcendental magic technology of the old world. Though dragons have the appearance of a monster, they are not living creatures, but a special magical tool, a collection of magla controlled by what are now called divine relics. Used in great numbers during the War of Destruction, they wrought unimaginable destruction as they leveled entire cities and nations. Some were never able to complete their orders, leaving them to roam the battlefields long after their handlers have passed. They continue to prowl about today, posing a threat to all those living within their proximity. Typical examples of such cases are the dragon found in the Nord Mines and Sogne, the Icebound, a former subject of study at the Mage Academy. Right. At last, one cometh hence, who has thrice vanquished dragons. A solemn voice tolls out. Welcome, ye conquerors of the trial of the dragon. Thy company must ascend into the depths of the ancient city, to the foot of the altar protected by the dragon of the lands. If thou showst a truly heroic soul, then the forbidden power enshrouded here shall be thine.
Well...
I suppose this means we have reached the point of the tower's convergence. The altar protected by the dragon of the lands. They must mean the altar of the dragon god Ed. Yeah, obviously. Then we might as well check it out.
Why?
No, don't! Huh?
Huh?
Wait, wasn't that our little fairy friend? The hell you mean, don't? You're the one who called us out here in the first place.
That can't be.
I feel a surge in the magla. What is happening?
No!
We've got to get out of here, please! Yes, it was by your efforts that the seal is lifted, but the power that was slumbering here has changed. It's nothing short of a calamity now. I cannot escape this place. If it tries... Huh? It cannot escape this place. If it tries, I'll put a stop to it, even if it costs me my life. You've come so far and proven that you have the makings of heroes. You have to survive. The voice has fallen silent.
Wait.
Interesting. So, I would say that qualifies as something terrible and unexpected, wouldn't you? She said she'd stop it even if it cost her her life. She's planning to sacrifice herself?
Damn it.
She can't just gut punch us like that and leave us moping around. I ain't turning tail on this. Forget it.
Doesn't it seem like...
What began as a trial of strength for us has ended up a rescue for another. We've come this far, and I'll not turn away without finding out what's waiting at the end. Agreed. After all we've achieved, we should be nigh immune to fear. We came here prepared for a trial, did we not?
Even so.
Yet take heed. I'm not saying we should underestimate the oncoming challenge. Be on your guard, Atantuo. Always. Alright. No Katharina here. Of course not. I mean... Didn't expect her to be here. More... Don't really need to talk to you, I don't think. So... I mean, yeah, I guess we're just ready to enter. Did I have no idea if I already saved this episode. It doesn't really matter. We have enough slots. Plenty of them. Oh, but it's 54 minutes now? Wait, where'd the time go? Holy crap. I still kind of want to enter, at least briefly. We can always head
So
out.
apparently...
Head back to the entrance to save. I just want to see how different the dungeon is. And if we can still fast travel to the bottom of it. Probably not. That would be a little bit too easy, I guess. I have no idea what might be happening in the temple, but we've no choice but to go and see for
What do you
ourselves.
think?
Want to attempt the final trial? Let's go.
Then...
Oh. We can do that? Fascinating. But would we have been able to travel deeper? I mean, I'm assuming we need to go to where we fought Ed previously. So that would make it past all the, you know, the Sunken City area. And obviously we cannot travel there from here. I mean, obviously I'm curious about the enemies
Okay.
that we can face here. But I'm also curious about this. Okay, well, there's certainly a lot of evil magla emanating from that door. Maybe we should not do that today, then. Is this... Oh. I don't remember the layout of this place, clearly. What is up here? Oh, there's just this? Yeah, I mean, okay, this is just the first floor. All that being said, where's the entrance? Oh god. No, wait, this is the bottom. Yeah, this is the skyscraper area. Interesting. But we cannot look at other floors here. What's up with that? Okay, that's really strange. I wasn't sure what I was looking at here. At first. Okay, that does still work. Weird, but why doesn't it let me look at the other floors? Okay, this is where the other hollow is. Right, of course. Where did we first enter this place? Top middle, I think. Maybe there was no Magla Hollow in the first part of the dungeon, in the actual temple portion of it. Really? Wasn't there? Okay, now I'm just curious. Oh, this guy's still here. In fact, yeah, it looks like those are still the exact same heroes incense. Wait. I keep... I know, I kept getting fooled by those. And it's still happening. Yeah, okay, so this is just the bottom of this section. Okay, okay, so that's the actual entrance. No, it's still not the entrance, though. But apparently it only ever lets you look at a subset. Wait, switch map? Oh, I'm dumb. You can... I see. You can actually switch through different tabs. I mean, yeah, it shows at the top there, 3 out of 9. Okay, okay. So we could have looked at everything like this. I see. Yeah, so you can actually return to all of the floors, but you absolutely don't have to, because it allows you to just jump right to the bottom. So in this case, really the whole challenge is only supposed to be the boss at the end and not the dungeon leading up to it. So presumably nothing about the dungeon will have changed, nothing about the enemies here. So I guess we don't really have a reason to stick around and fight. And we'll just head straight into that final dragon boss fight. Okay. I mean, we're gonna do that, but obviously we're gonna do that next time, because that might be a bit of a thing. And we've now reached episode length. Okay, fair enough. I mean, we've defeated another trial and dragon, of course, so there is that. And next time, we're finally going to finish this, if we can. If we can't, then that would be unfortunate, but I'm confident-ish. The game is really doing a good job making me doubt myself, though. Gotta give it that. Anyway, next time, another dragon slaying. No doubt. Almost no doubt. For the time being, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye!